Good morning, traders. Welcome to Trade Setup and the morning Jumpstart for Friday, the 28th of October. Okay, we'll take a look at the markets now. Markets finished lower. They opened up, and within the first hour, they actually sold off due to rising bond prices, which put pressure on the buyers. Obviously, gearing up towards a rate rise, looking towards rate rises in the US in December. We had the SPY futures closed up 28 points after getting heavily sold in the day session. S&P futures closed down 6.25 points. The FTSE closed up 29.5 points, so the DAX was down just 2 points. Gold futures were up $2.90. The oil finished up 44 cents. The CRB index finished up 1.34 points, and the Aussie's trading around that 75.92 level as the US dollar gained strength. Okay, we'll start off looking at the daily chart, the long-term view of the ASX 200. We've spoken about this a couple of times here. So we've got a major push up from 47.50 zone, major base there. We've made our way up with higher highs, higher lows. We're holding a higher high at the moment at 51.50. The market has been sold off quite heavily the last couple of days after breaking down through, well, initially tested at 53.80 to 90 zone. We had the test and rejection, and then pushed up, retested those highs around 54.60, and then sold off quite heavily after that. We can see that market is well into contraction there, making lower highs also. So it's getting to oversold territory on the daily. We may have a bit more room to move, or we may find a few buyers starting to step in around this 52.70 to 80 zone. We'll just have to see how that plays out the next few days. Okay, breaking it down to the 30-minute chart. Markets rolled over. You can see that big push down previous session, and then we had another big push down yesterday's day session. Bounced into, so we pretty much closed on its lows yesterday day, and then we best bounced and just retraced some of that move overnight. Now we have made that lower high. We can see that's we had the high at 53.27. We pushed up, that was sometime about midnight, just after the US opened. Then we sold off sort of after that, and we made that lower high. It's only a few points lower, 53.26. Yeah, so it's only a couple of points lower really, so it's more of a double top than a lower high, but that really looks like it's potentially going to go and roll over. We've got those MAs are still expanding lower. The thing is, we are in oversold territory, so I'm expecting more of a move, potentially a move lower today, and being bought up and make that higher low. Obviously been wrong the last couple of days. It has pushed down quite strong, so we'll see how that plays out today, going into the US Friday session. Okay, looking at the Aussie dollar, this is a daily chart also. We're just giving a long-term view here. We've had that move up off that 71.50 zone, major support down here. We had that move up. It's not a strong move. It has been contracting higher, has made higher highs and higher lows, but we're running up against that 77.50, and then probably down a bit lower to 77.10. Running up, and we've been spiking into that zone and been sold off. You can see we've done it here again, then washed out these highs. We've got up to about 77.20 to 30 zone, and then we've retouched at 77.10 in the last couple of days on the back of the CPI number, the stronger than expected CPI. We have pretty much given that straight up again, so we'll see how that plays out. That's just, I think that's more strength in the US dollar than anything else, but it'd be interesting to see how that longer term view on the Aussie dollar plays out. Let's break it down to the lower time frame chart now. Okay, the 1 hour chart here. We can see major support at 75.10. We've pushed straight back down into that 75.85 to 90 zone. You can see that we've had that spike up on that stronger than expected CPI reading. Really inflationary towards the Aussie dollar, sorry. We had that push up and then pretty much sold straight back off. So I think this is more to do with the US dollar strength than anything else. It'd be interesting to see. We've been hovering around that oversold territory. It'd be interesting to see if we can actually hold these levels and build that higher low to engineer and move back up through 77.10, or I'm more inclined to see a bit of a washout, push lower, bang straight back up into that above 75.90, build that higher low somewhere around 76.30 to 50 zone potentially, and then roll over from there. Obviously all geared up, and it's linked up to that US dollar strength, so we'll see how that goes. If we get stronger data out in Australia, that's obviously going to put pressure on another higher CPI reading and inflationary pressures, which could really push this Aussie dollar high, but we'll have to see how it all plays out. Alright, that's it for today. Have a great weekend, and we'll speak to you on Monday. And don't forget, traders, you can go to our YouTube channel to subscribe. Just go to www.youtube.com/c/TradeSetup AU, and you can view all the uploaded videos we've taken so far.